Hey, happy Monday, busted babies. I'm going to wait for you guys to start filling in and then we're going to chat. So, once I start seeing you guys start commenting and stuff, then I will start greeting you guys, getting through whatever announcements I have to make, and then we will chat. I guess you guys are getting off of work still, so I'm just gonna let you guys get settled in. As I get settled in. Happy Monday again to everybody. Somebody's in here, somebody's watching. Happy Monday to you. Hello, shenanigans. Hey, Tiara. Hey, Carol. Happy Monday, everybody. How are you guys? How's Monday going for you? Hi, Kitana. How are you? How's Monday going for you guys? Oh, thirsty ass bitch. Good, Carol. I'm glad to see that Monday is going good for you. Kitana, Tiara, Shenanigan, how's Monday going for you guys? Well, it's okay for me. It's just Monday as usual. Hey, CC Barbie. Hey, Sandy Brown. Swimmingly, yay, you're here. Happy Monday. A little tired. Okay. Thank you. I don't even know where I got this scarf from, but thanks. I didn't feel like being bothered with my hair today. Even though I got on a wig, I just didn't. I just got out of the shower, throw on the scarf. Yes, you guys can catch me doing lives every Monday. Monday. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will be here in front of you guys 3 days out of the week doing lives. And in between, if I can do recorded readings, then I will do the recorded ones. You guys ready to talk Monday? We all love a good Monday. All right, so I came in here to talk about Ray J and the sleepover that he wants to have with Kai Cenat. It's a little weird, don't you think? Just a little weird. I have my own ideas of what that conversation meant, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see from the spirit's perspective today. Before I start, peace be unto you, Muhammad. Danye. All right. Thank you, Scope. Thank you, Swimmingly, for catching all of my mispronunciations. Greetings from the U.S. and thank you, Toby. God bless you. Thank you, Dior. God bless you guys for being so sweet and kind on this Monday. All right. So, before I begin, um, road opening ceremony is on May the 20th. Did I say May the 20th? I said May the 20th for the, um, let me check what date I said for the road opening slash blockbuster. This is a group ceremony. Um, Please, if you have not participated in any of my ceremonies, my reviews are on my Instagram and on my YouTube on the post page. We have a road opening slash blockbuster coming up. We are going to be removing obstacles, blockages out of the way. We're opening doors. I was telling a client earlier today, May 12th. Let me check my I got I got another announcement for a 20th. Okay, Monday, May 12th, on the full flower moon. That is when we're doing the road opening slash blockbuster. It is May 12th, Monday. We'll be working with, let me see if we will be working with the seal of Mercury and one of the seals of the moon. Mercury has road opening energies as well as the moon. My lip is called Voodoo. It's from Gothic Hippies, and actually the owner of this lipstick brand is in the chat. Please say hi and introduce yourself, Gothic Hippies Lippies owner. And also please post your website information because the owner of this lippy is in the chat with you guys. And I believe they still have a promotional code for this color. And it's Beyond the Veil, I believe. But she's in here. I'll wait for her to announce herself. And if you want the lip, you can get the lip because the lip owner is in here. Road opening slash blockbuster. We'll be working with the pentacle of Mercury and one of the pentacles in the moon. I don't feel like digging through all of my pentacles to get the pentacle of the moon. Both of them, I use them both because they both are good for removing blockages, obstacles, and opening doors. And so on a Monday, Moon Day, we will be working on a Monday on the flower moon, hour of Mercury. We'll be doing blockbuster slash road opening. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, and this isn't like very pressing, important news or an announcement for Beyond the Veil, but I am releasing a Busted Baby mixtape. Not mixtape, it's called the Busted Baby G tape because it's not a mixtape, honey. It costs. On the summer solstice, there was one time I thought that I would just share some of my old music on this channel. I do have a official artist channel on YouTube, but I thought I'll just share a couple of things, and I lost so many subscribers. I lost like 10 subscribers. Nobody wanted to hear my music when they came for my reading, but there was a handful of people who was interested in my music. So coming to a streaming platform near you on the summer solstice, which is June 20th, I will be releasing the Busted Baby G tape. I made a short showing you guys that that will be released. And so if you're interested, I will keep you guys, I don't sell wigs, honey. I will keep you guys posted on that if you're one of the people who are interested in my music. So that is on the summer solstice, June 20th. That is my crown of success manifestation. I will be happy to see what you guys is. But anyways, that's it for announcements. If you would like to participate in the blockbuster slash road opening ceremony, which is great before the summer solstice, especially if you participated in the crown of success, if you like to participate in the road opening slash blockbuster, anytime I offer a group ceremony, the price is set at $50 per person. I probably will never change it just because it's too much work to do so to figure out prices and all of that. Just 50 bucks. And that's only for group ceremonies. Please do not do not contact me wondering about if you can get a service for $50 outside of a group ceremony. That is not what the usual price is. So Anyways, that's that. The trolls just distracted me. I can't even do my business. So you guys won that little one thing just now. But no mas. No mas. I'm going to get my Florida water and we're going to talk about Kai Cenat and Ray J. Rah! That's to the trolls. Rah! Matter of fact, let me get some of my Exodus oil. This comes straight out of Exodus 52, I believe, 52 or 53. If you're my member, then you are familiar with the Exodus oil. It's the recipe straight out of the book of Exodus given to the Levitical priests. This is that. I even use all the same ingredients. They were very expensive. But for a priest and priestly business, I use this. I see the trolls are in here today, so I thought to anoint myself. It's an anointing oil. I put that shit on everything. I actually use it on myself every day. I use it in some ceremonies, depending on what the ceremony is. I use it to lay hands on you. I have some clients that I see in person, and I do lay hands and do things like that. Not just for protection. I have a different protection oil. This is a priestly oil. I'm a practitioner. I do priestly stuff. So I use this. I use it for multiple reasons. All right. Ray J, let's take a look. Let's see what your intentions really were for wanting to shower and sleep with Kai Cenat. Now, if you guys watched my DJ Academics reading from about a month or so ago, I told you that the whole lot of these male streamers and all of them, the energy in that reading smelled like a men's locker room, body boy activity. And I don't have anything against gay males except when it's being weaponized, like how they do in the industry, where they use it to initiate, to break in, to assault, and all of that stuff. The booty goons and the down lows, you know, the ones who live different lifestyles from, have secret lifestyles and stuff, have whole families and whatnot. Ray J is older than me. I can't understand why he would want to shower and sleep with Kai Cenat, but then again, I don't know why any of the other younger influencers these days are spending the night at Kai's house. And I believe somebody else offered to take a shower with him. He did a whole series, like he was in a jail with Krishan. I don't know what. I'm not from that generation, so I don't know what a lot of the things that they do these days are. And if I were to say what I think they mean, they would call me old and things like that, and out of touch. And maybe I am, because for the life of me, I don't get it. I don't get the all boys sleepovers that they do. I don't get the showers or the shower jokes. What is it about? Because Ray J was like, I heard this, and this person spent the night and took a shower with you. I want to do it too. I get the 24-hour streams, but why is it like sleepover at Kai's? Why is it like, let's shower with Kai? Let's sleep over with Kai? I just don't understand it. And I feel like they say it a certain way to tell us a little bit about what they're doing. But that's just me before I get to my spidey senses. So here we go. I don't know whose perspective I'm going to do this from, so let me think. I'll ask Ray J. Let's get a little bit more oil on my hands. This is going to be short. For all of my members, I will be hopping over to membership channels, my membership channel after this, so we can do our Monday seance. I don't even know who we're going to do it on. So to my members, if you would like to call up someone, no, this is not one of your loved ones. You got to book a consultation. If you have a good idea of someone passed over, that would be a good topic for our Monday seance. Please think about it and let me know after this once we get into our membership live. All right. Most High Mother and Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you for my gift. Thank you for YouTube for being a platform that is successful and allows people like me to come and share my gift with people in the world, the trolls, the supporters, and everyone in between. God bless everyone watching this, if they're human. If there's any bots in here, don't bless them, but God bless any humans in here. Please bless them with high vibrations. I speak high vibrations into everyone in here. High vibrations. If nobody told you this today, you are better. You're better than whatever mistakes that you make today. From my channel, if I go to my YouTube, I see home, videos, shorts, lives, playlists, posts, and membership. If any of my mods are in here or any of the members are in here, can you please tell Swimmingly how to join? Otherwise, I'll post the link after I finish this live. All right. All right. Spirit, please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Ray J. Willie Norwood Jr. Ray J. Spirit, please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Ray J. Willie Norwood Jr. Spirit, why did Ray J say that he wanted to take a shower and spend the night with Kai Cenat? One card, please. Why did Ray J publicly tell Kai Cenat that he wanted to take a shower with him and spend the night with him? Was it all friendly? Was it all just for entertainment? Or was there something that he was communicating behind those words that wasn't meant for the general public? Yeah, go on my YouTube profile page. There should be a join membership link on there somewhere. One card, Spirit. What was Ray J's true intentions for attempting to have a sleepover and shower over with Kai Cenat? Oh, Six of Pentacles in this regard. This is give a little, get a little. Give a little, get a little. This is an initiation, so to speak. almost feels like, Ray J, you have a very significant position in the industry. I don't even know what to call it is, what you do, what you seem to do, but you're like a middleman. Oh, yeah, you see that? Shenanigans, yeah. You don't need to be an expert reader to be able to read between the lines sometimes. This will be Ray J. This will be Kai. And this will be what Ray J seems to do. A booty snatcher, yes. However, not just for the fun of it all the time. Seems like a test, so to speak, to see if Kai would be willing to join or be down with whatever Ray J is offering. And it seems like you have to reach a certain level. So you can't just be me with my little following and then have Ray J. Ray J isn't going to want to have a sleepover with me. However, if I blow up and I start doing significantly better on this platform or anywhere, at some point, Ray J or a type of Ray J from the industry just might approach me with a similar proposition. Because now you're in. Kai, you think you're going to be making all this money in the industry and ain't nobody going to try to get you? Maybe someone has already tried to get you, Kai, because you doing that prison stream. It made me think you had to be creative for that bag. Whatever they're giving you, you got to continue to be creative. And with that, you usually have to cater to a specific low vibration type of entertainment. Ain't no Kai run. Ain't no Kai run. Don't tell Kai to run. He knows what he's up against. Making all in this industry what he's doing, he knows what he's up against. I don't think he entered this and doesn't know. The thing is, maybe he did, maybe he didn't get ran through already. In this case, Ray J was making an offer. Ray J he seems to represent some sort of group, not one that Kai is currently affiliated with, but when Ray J comes a knocking, it seems like there's somebody behind him, people behind him. They demand buns if that's what's going to degrade you. For instance, if you're a straight heterosexual male, then they may demand buns. If you like buns, they're not going to demand the buns. They're demanding the buns because it seems as though, for one, there's an element of blackmail, and for two, there's an element of, if you do this, we can trust you. You know, more opportunities come because we can tell that you're willing to do these things. So you're in. Doing it initiates you into the end. Then you can start making money and getting, being on the circuit. Kai's already on the circuit, so he has a value somewhere. I would like to know, you know. Almost the same juggler juggling these pentacles. And then this was Ray J in that conversation. He got upset with Brandy because that conversation was supposed to be the conversation that it sounded like. But they have celebrities have these conversations in the public all the time. They just go over your heads. Brandy's not supposed to clock that conversation for what it was. Brandy's saying, Ray J, come on. gives validity to the fact that it was more than just what he was saying. Because if he was just saying, hey, I want to come over and do the 24-hour stream, Brandy wouldn't have had anything to say. It would be business. But because Brandy came out and was like, Ray J, come on, Ray J, that gave validity to the fact that he was communicating something, not outwardly, underly, he was communicating something. Brandy was trying to save Kai by outing Ray J in that moment, I believe. Let me look behind the magician. Ooh. Yeah, he didn't have to post it. They do things like that to publicly say what they're doing. Mm. Powerful men in the industry who do not like women, perhaps, even if they are seen with women, married to women. These are gay men. These are gay men, allegedly. It seems like they have legally binding relationships with women in the industry. Some of these men, they get married, they have these lavender relationships and stuff like that. Oop, I unhid that person, Phoenix. Sorry, we were hiding them at the same time. Seems like they don't really, it's like they have marriages and contracts with women, but they're not humping their women like that. They're doing things with men. And I think these are powerful men in the industry, which is why they come up as the emperor. This also makes me wonder if something is going on. I mean, I know Whack 100 is caught up in a situation. His name just popped up in my mind because I know him and Ray J are friends. I don't know why that name popped up in my mind, but I wonder what really is going on underneath it all. Because Ray J is involved in him too. It's almost like they're looking for fresh new blood, out with the old guard and with the new. Because the old guard is falling. Now they gotta initiate new ones. How did Kai Cenat feel about Ray J's proposition? And then I'll probably do a full spread on Kai Cenat, and then I'll end it and go over to my membership. What did Kai Cenat feel about Ray J's proposition? LeBron and Jake, actually, Sissy Barbie is actually the names that were swirling around my mind. And I've seen them in readings before, and I have my opinions based on my visions. I'll say that. How did Kai Cenat feel about Ray J's proposition? He seemed taken aback. Spirit, what was his true reaction? In my mind, I believe Kai Cenat thought many things. For one, I've arrived. So much so, Kai, you may be at that threshold now. If you were able to skate this far, you may be at that threshold. Seems like by the time they send Ray J to you, there's trouble brewing. I believe Ray J is a little bit scared. I mean, I believe Kai Cenat is a little bit scared of Ray J. No, I don't think Kai wants to do it, especially not with Ray J because of what Ray J means and what he represents. It seems like Kai Cenat represents or acknowledges Ray J as like the Grim Reaper, and so to speak. He has affiliations with some very unsavory people, and he was one of the last people to be seen with people who ended up in very bad situations, a la Whitney Houston, Wendy Williams. Hell, Brandy ended up unaliving someone in a car accident. Ray J's her brother. So anytime there is something going on, Ray J seems to be there in the midst. Seems like Kai Cenat acknowledges this is the moment. I don't know if he's nervous about if he'll have to do something with this death card. It seems to be like in the industry, you can get so far before you have to prove yourself. But then, I remember saying this before, they give it to you. They give it to you, prop you up for the free. But then once you're up, that's when they come knocking, come to collect. They don't ask for it up front. They don't ask for you to pay to get in. They let you in, and then they come to collect later when you're up, when you're millions up, when your lifestyle has changed, and you can't go back now to the way life used to be. That's when they come. That's when they come. When your life is different. And the last thing you want to do or you see feasible is going back to your normal life. Kai Cenat is rich. And he's just been collecting the checks, dominating the streaming platform. I don't think that any of the streamers that are popular, even up and coming ones, are not pimping themselves out trying to get on. And if they are on, I believe they got on. Kai? Seems like Kai ain't gonna be able, or he feels like he is not going to be able to fight them off too much longer. Might be time. He still has some innocence, he does. But this card tells me he might be at that threshold now to where he has to consider his future. Consider your future, son. It also seems to me if Kai does this, they're going to treat him real ladylike. I'll say that much. He's been doing a good job at maybe fighting off, maybe not. He ain't let Ray J tap, but maybe, just maybe, somebody. Let me see. Sacrifice. Poverty, sacrifice. Maybe if you don't. Oh, accept. Listen, Kai ain't dumb. Nobody, not even me, gets on these platforms, starts doing these things, and don't know what the potentials are. I only have 2,000 subscribers, but I'm well aware that if I were to get to 100,000 subscribers, somebody just might approach me like, hey, you're one of us now. You know, and there's a many more doors that you can walk into. But, you know, you got this platform, you're making 100,000, you know, you got 100,000 subscribers, you're making X amount of money. You don't even have to sell real estate if you don't want to. You can do it on the side or just practice it for yourself. You want to keep this lifestyle? You want to keep it? Make sure you choose the correct door. Absolutely. Kai Cenat, Kai Cenat seems, if he don't make a sacrifice of a family or some sort like that, then he's gonna have to do a little something. He's going to. Which one are you gonna choose? Which one are you gonna choose, Kai? So now this brings me to wanting to read Kai Cenat. You may be able to push off Ray J, but can you push off the rest of them? Most High, please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Kai Cenat. Haitian Poppy, huh? You better use that Haitian woo. You better get your mama and your sisters to put the woo to protect you and that money. I see, this is Rihanna. Didn't she say, hey, Kai? You don't get shouted out by Rihanna either, unless you're in there. Kai. Kai's gonna do it. If he ain't already done something, may not be with Ray J, but he's already sold out some. I noticed that when he did that prison stream, that's an easy way of selling out if you don't want to take the suicide and the booty route. Shit on your community. Promote prison culture. That's another way in. But you can only get so far that way. You can only get so far that way. Because you can keep your morals intact doing that. Nah, you got to go all the way. What was the last card that you saw, honey? Becca Wecca. I did a whole reading on Doja and her tattoo and what that meant. The one on her spine. I thought he was IACN. He might be Trini. I thought he was Haitian too. Haitian and Trini. He better use it. He better use them Haitian roots like Travis Scott does. Because that's why them Kardashians ain't been able to wop, do they stuff on on Travis Scott. No. That's funny to me. I do that laugh when it's funny, but it's not. But it's funny. They were no match for that Haitian root boy. That Armenian witchcraft, nah. That succubi ciphering, nah. Travis, nah. I don't know that man's music at all, but I'm a fan of him. Y'all notice he the only one escaped. That boy Haitian. That boy Haitian. They was in there doing juju on him, and he was in there doing roots on them, and his was stronger. All they could do was stand down, okay? They got to stand down with Travis. They tread lightly with that one. he could have toppled their whole thing. They probably said, oh no. They was in the midst of doing a woo. And that spirit rose up out their pot and said, don't go there. And they said, say less. Say less. I imagine, see, me and Travis Scott, now we're spirit cousins. Because I imagine Kanye was like, Travis, help me, bruh. Do some of that Haitian voodoo on me. And Travis said, all right, but you got to pay my reparation fee. That's why Kanye's still stuck, because he ain't pay that reparation fee for Travis to help him. Travis is me. I'll help you. For $40 million. Kylie failed the coven with that one. She failed the coven. They were supposed to. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm showing y'all too much. They supposed to bring back the black man that they can, suck all the life force out of. They tried to come, little children, I'll take thee away to Travis. And he said, I think not. They was trying to suck his life, and he was sitting there with a whole, he said, that was easy. That was easy. Y'all wasn't no match for Travis. I love it. I'm here for it. She failed miserably. And she ain't been popping since. Okay? Notice, Kylie ain't been popping since because she wasn't able to siphon that energy from Travis. What happened to her lip kit and makeup line and all of that foolishness? She had to go back to the whites. She went back to the whites after Travis. She took out her body, got her body undone. Because, they detaching it. They get their bodies done like it's detachable and reattachable. She took out them lips, some of them dips in her hips. Got exposed for not being a billionaire. Went back to white boys. I'm telling you. Kai, if you know what's good for you, whatever Travis is brewing up over there, you'll brew it too. Because you see how it don't work with that Hollywood magic. Ancestral magic is strong. Say what you want about the voodoo and the stuff that I do. But yeah, it can work. It can work on white men and self-hating black men. You got to be weak for their magic to work on you. You have to be weak in yourself. You got to already be willing to sell out a little bit. Those men couldn't wait to get up under those white women as the symbols of status and wealth. Travis seemed like he came up in there like, I already got the sauce. I already got the sauce. Y'all need my sauce. And after Astro World, they tried to harness it from him. They tried to take it from him. He said, hell to the no-no. Hell to the no-no. Not even Astro World. Hell to the no-no. So Kai Cenat, be like, hell no. Kim does not have the strongest. Courtney does. If Kim had the strongest, she wouldn't be the most famous. Real power doesn't like to be seen. It doesn't enjoy it. Kim enjoys the fame. That's what her power is, the fame. Courtney, though, she's the firstborn. It's heavy in her. Us firstborns, when there's something running in the family lineage, the firstborns get it the most. Generational curses, the firstborns get it the most. Generational blessings, the firstborns get it the most. Scientific studies say that DNA from the firstborn child is left over in the mother's womb to be inherited by the rest of her children. So the firstborn is the mama too. I'm a firstborn. No, Courtney has it the strongest. All right, Kai Cenat. Absolutely. All right, Kai Cenat. Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, collective energy of Kai Cenat. I'd like to see what's going on in Kai Cenat. This is your first time here with me and my cards. What's going on with you in your career? Ray J just propositioned you. Low-key. He did a backdoor preposition for your backdoor. Does that happen to you often in your career? How's it going with your career, Kai Cenat? Let me see from your spirit and your soul. What is currently in your energy currently, Kai Cenat? Thank you, Leon. God bless you from in England. God bless you. What's going on in your energy currently, Kai Cenat? Keep absolutely nothing hidden from me and I won't compel you. how it works around here. All right. This was a card that I pulled for how Ray J felt about Kai, and this is in Kai's present position. Kai, you got a boss. You work for someone, obviously. Someone else is responsible for, I guess whatever platform or whatever platform you work for. Twitch, what is the streaming platform he works for? With that position on that platform and the money that they give you, that's not free. It's not free. And that's why Ray J was so comfortable propositioning you publicly like that. It seems as though it's time to pay up. Ray J might have had that conversation with you privately, or someone else would have had it. Seems like it's time to pay up. Maybe, Kai, you've been avoiding paying up. And since Ray J seems to be president of the Booty Goon Bandits, seems like if you don't pay up willingly, they start demanding you to pay. Your platform ain't free. You missionaries, just a message to you all who come to convert people into your religions, as if I didn't spend my life in one. You do yourselves a disservice when you try to conquer. Have not your leaders taught you anything? Have not your leader Constantine, Caesar, and the likes of them taught you anything? That's the difference from religion and spirituality, because religion almost tries to not leave you with a choice. God gives free will. All right. All right, I'm spending too much time deleting people. Time to pay up. It seems that you're being demanded to pay up, Kai, for services rendered, like making you rich and famous. Somebody wants to collect from you. That's the only reason Ray J propositioned you that way publicly. Problem is, I don't think that you have been willing to put out the way that they've been wanting you to put out and pay. Kai, it seems like you were picked out of some other streamer to be bigger. Your rise, it doesn't seem like it was organic or a coincidence. It seemed like it could have been you or someone else. You and someone else might have been neck and neck in your growth and your popularity as new streamers. But you got chosen, it seems. You got chosen. Now you've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse in your near future. Lots of pentacles surrounding you. Wonder if this is your little girlfriend here. Some woman. Hi, Kevin. Crowning. Secrets exposed. That conversation that Ray J had with Kai Cenat, it seems as though those are usually things that go on behind the scenes in the industry. For some reason, Ray J made it public, and I'm guessing because Kai has been skating with not paying, and it's time to pay up. It's almost like Ray J put him on blast by having that conversation with him. It's time to pay up, Kai. It seems that this is what the industry is trying to tell you. Whatever it is you seem to do, I don't know if you did this yet. And if you have, you haven't done it with the ones who are demanding it from you. You may have to continue to do it even if you've done it once to get on. And when you sign these contracts, whether you know that that's a part of the contract or not, but you do know now, which is why Ray J blew up your spot. You cannot have this contract and make all this money because this contract enslaves you. Is it Twitch or whatever platform you're working for? They own you. And this seems to be par the course for streamers in this industry that you're in. I think this is his girlfriend. If you say she's a mean girl, I believe it. I don't know too much about her, but this card, it feels like it. This feels like Ice Spice energy when I read her. Kai's actively resisting. He's trying to prolong the inevitable. Same sex, they're trying to get him into some same sex situations, and most recently was Ray J's attempt, which is why it's in the external energy. Two of Cups, same sex relationships. For the Two of Pentacles in the past, for his spot above the others. This is what's expected of you in this industry, Kai. Hopes and fears. If he evades, he fears he only loses a little pentacle. Queen of Swords in reverse. Brandy is an Aquarius. Seems like Brandy was trying to save Kai. Knowing she can't save him, but as long as her brother is the one being sent to do it, when she gets wind of it, she might say something about it. Queen of Swords in reverse. He was with Diddy? I wonder if Brandy's going to get in trouble. I don't know if Brandy's going to get in trouble. She may also contact Kai Cenat on the low. If this isn't Brandy, then this is his girlfriend. There's two women here in his near future and his outcome. Queen of Pentacles reverse, near future. Queen of Swords reverse, outcome. Spirit, who is this queen energy in Kai Cenat's future? One card. If this is his new girlfriend, she's in it for clout, Kai. And if this is your new girlfriend, she would be supportive of you doing this to stay on. If this is not your new girlfriend, this is a woman that probably doesn't want you to do these things. I would like to think that Brandy might try to throw a monkey wrench in Ray J's program here. There's a woman that will be prevalent in Kai Cenat's future. She's not upstanding. And so let me look into this Queen of Pentacles in his near future. Who is this? Because that could be the girlfriend. This is the girlfriend. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse is the girlfriend. She has no intention on ever being productive, I don't believe, so long as she's with Kai. And if this is what it takes for Kai to maintain his wealth, she would be supportive of it. I don't think she works, and I only say that because of this. I don't think she cares to. Look, this woman isn't self-sufficient. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. She's not making any money. Now, why is this Queen here and this Eight here, Spirit? Why? This feels like an industry girlfriend that you have, Kai. I wouldn't trust her. This feels like an industry relationship. An industry girlfriend. Kai, if you're looking out for your soul's highest good, you can't date industry girls. They don't have your soul's highest good at heart. Kai, but you already know you're avoiding the inevitable. Seems like you already know when you signed that contract that you were going to have to. You may have done one thing already. Notice he already has the bandage on his head already, holding one wand, trying to stave off the rest of the wands. Maybe, just maybe for your show, either you already did a little something, or you know that there's a point where you might have to because you were given this show. But I think something already happened. I just think, and if it did, I think it's something that you don't want to have to do again. But here they are, coming a calling. Oh, Diddy. Somebody said he was at Diddy party. Look, because I was looking into this card, because this tells me you might have already had to do something, because he's already holding one of the phalluses, and he has a bandage, which means he's already did something to injure himself, and he doesn't want to do it again. Accusations that were already out there. Here's Diddy, Scorpio male. And that's why Ray J didn't mind having that conversation with you. That secret conversation. Because you seem to already be on the circuit, Kai. King of Cups. Ooh, what fell out of my hand? Hey, behind this King of Cups is a man with money. Lots of it. Diddy was y'all sponsor? Let me find out Diddy was out here sponsoring y'all. Let me find out. Oh, yeah, Diddy gone. Kai, you right, sissy. Diddy gone. You got, somebody else got to come claim that. He's a Sagittarius, Kai Cenat. Poor baby. Diddy gone. Somebody, look, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups. Somebody else got to come and make a choice. Kai, you got to make a choice and choose another one. Somebody got to, you got to choose somebody. Let me pull one card behind this money man. Well, then I guess you're cursed for being here, my love. Behind the money man. The devil. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The tea is hot. I got to use the money man to fend me off. I ain't gonna explain what that means. Y'all been following the narrative. And I said, let me see what's behind the money, man. I'll let y'all figure what this is for yourselves. God called me. Because it's a way to evade and keep your bag. It's a way. I'm going to give you one little hint. You got to beat them to the punch. That's all I'm going to tell you. You got to beat them to the punch. That's all I'm going to tell you. The rest, I ain't even going to charge you a reparation fee because you bliggity black. $75 for 1 hour consultation, Kai. And I'll tell you how to keep your butt intact and your coin in your pocket. And that's that on Mary Had a Little Lamb. In his future, I see some stuff coming up with a woman or women, either his girl or someone else close to him that may try to help him. I think there's a woman that's hindering him. I think there's a woman that wants to help him. I think Brandy is the one that wants to help him. I think his girlfriend is the one who wants to hinder him. Any questions before I slide over to my membership channel? Because the trolls are atrocious in here today. All right, so I take it to mean that there are no questions about what we just discussed. So with that being said, again, road opening / blockbuster. I said I was going to come up with like a roadblock. I was going to call it the roadblock ceremony because I'm tired of saying / May 12th. My results and reviews are too innumerable to share and count. They're in between my YouTube page and Instagram, and my clients are in here. You can ask some of them about the results, all that good stuff. So that's that. And the Busted Baby G tape is coming out midnight Friday, June 20th on the summer solstice. Will he walk away from his girlfriend? Does he know her intentions? Let's find out. Viral Shorts Hub? Sure. Consultations are $75 for 1 hour. And I said I wasn't going to change my prices anymore for a long while, but the more and more I just outdo myself, the more I feel like I am doing this for pennies. I see what the people that are charging that are giving you guys piss water. And they're charging thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to do absolutely nothing but lie to you guys. But no. No. All right. Who will leave first, Kai or his girl? Spirit. Within the next 2 years, will Kai Cenat and his current girlfriend still be together? I say within the next 2 years because I just like to have a cutoff date. Otherwise, if it says yes, who knows how long that's going to be. If it says no, So I ask for a time frame, and then we'll go from there. Within the next 2 years, will Kai Cenat and his current girlfriend still be together? In my mind, I hear where the money resides, where the money resides. That just came up in my mind, though, so I don't know. Thank you. I was really hoping that Tiara was still in here so she could drop the link to the lipstick, but she's not. I kind of, oh, Tiara is here. Drop the link to the lipstick, girl. That's the second person who said they like the lipstick, and Tiara is in here. This is her lipstick brand. I'm trying to get her to drop the link to her website. Drop it, girl. Get your coin, girl. The people want to spend their coin. All right. Will they still be together within the next 2 years? What is this? Nope. Nope. Well, if you think about these, then you should see my other deck that I still got. I don't get rid of my decks. I love them forever. I never get rid of them. I still got the other one right here, actually. Now, this one been through some things. You can't even see the faces on most of them. I keep them till I can't see nothing on them no more. Because why? They do the job. Y'all out here doing, oh, cutesy, this, and this, and Gemini reading for the month. I see love coming for you. I see love. Your haters are beautiful cards, beautiful gowns, and be lying and pacifying. But me, with my beat up, they beat up because I put a lot of use to them. I got a lot of clients. That's why my cards beat up. If they looked as good and fresh as some of these other people's, then that means I ain't using them except for when I log on. Now, Swimmingly, I didn't see you disrespect me. I was talking about that lady that just got hidden by me. Nobody disrespects my cards because this deck specifically is very vain. Remember I told y'all when I got this and how much the energy of the cards, they just wanted to be seen, honey. They couldn't wait. So no, nobody talks about this deck and doesn't get blocked because this deck is very particular about how it looks. No. And in response to this, Mom, what's she gonna do? When your child has millions and millions and 50 millions of dollars, you don't necessarily ruffle their feathers because they're gonna cut you off. And sometimes it's best to let the child see for themselves, because if you try to tell them, that's going to push them even further together with that person. No, they won't be together in the next 2 years. There'll be a breakup. Yes, JD. Nobody gets to talk about this deck looking bad because when I got them, I can almost hear them like, oh, we landed with someone with an audience. We get to be seen. This is a Leo deck. This is a Leo deck. These cards got a Leo sun, moon, and rising. Five of Cups. Clarify. He might find out that she's I don't know if she is one, but she may be too hot tamale for him. You know what? I think she would be Leo, stand the F up. You would be a Leo, sissy Barbie. The deck is a Leo. I'm not going to call her that, but it seems like he's going to acknowledge her as just being, really spicy. I'll say that. And there may be some sadness. Her willingness for him to be pimped out, I don't think that's the case. I won't call her that. I'm just saying she's like an industry girl. Did she date someone in the industry before? She seems like she only would date industry people or industry adjacent people. And I don't call those type of women whores. I just say that they're hot girls. They date it within the industry. There may be some sadness behind their breakup, and if so, it will be for Kai. At some point, he might feel like she was only out for the money and the clout. Clearly, I can't give y'all a little bra, a little nothing without y'all trolls in here acting like Virgils. Y'all acting like y'all ain't seen a bra, a cleavage, or nothing before. Is y'all Virgils in here? Talking about Motel 6. Do I give off Motel 6? I smell like Baccarat. Okay. This La Perla on my tits. It ain't never gave Motel 6, honey. He will end up feeling at some point like she was in it for the clout and all of that. And she doesn't seem to care about him getting pimped out. She seems to want him to play the game. At some point, he'll start feeling if I was unsuccessful, if I never had all of this. He probably thinks that now. Nobody is innocent. Is Kai innocent? I'm not innocent. You're not innocent. Thank you. Thank you, sissy. One day they're going to see me when I'm dressed up, when I'm trying to stun on y'all, because I just got out the shower, washed my face, put on a lip, a scarf, and a robe, and sat in front of y'all. One day, I'm going to give y'all how I give when I want to give something. And I'm going to do it just for the trolls. So y'all can really be mad. I can just send y'all at y'all keyboards. How dare she be black, attractive, intelligent, articulate, successful in her own right? How dare she? Confident. Yes, come on, Buckingham. Taj Mahal, yes, rich auntie vibes. I mean, my 40s is all about rich auntie era. 20s, I was 20s, I was a good housewife. Housewife, corporate baddie. 30s, divorcee, entrepreneurial baddie. Entrepreneurial baddie. My 40s is rich auntie. The whole era. Rich auntie. That's it. I usually don't give my game plan like that because my life is like chapters and eras. Every decade has its own theme. 40s is rich auntie. And I'll be 38 this year. So y'all just wait. All right. Trust funds for the nieces and nephews is the goal. You talking about a Motel 6, and I'm talking about holding companies, trust funds, estate planning. Anyways, what was I supposed to be looking into? Am I done here? Am I done here? Because you trolls are about to not get on my nerve, but is Kai innocent or has he crossed people on his way up? I'll ask that. And then we're jumping over to the membership because I have to do a seance. And I need to reserve some energy for that. Ooh, child, because Aaliyah wore me thin last week. For y'all who was in there, I wish y'all knew how depleted I felt after that Aaliyah channeling. All right, Spirit. Has Kai Cenat had to step into the bad side to get where he is, or has he been coasting on his morals up until now? As they knocking. They knocking. They saying time to pay. Kai, time to pay. And I know it's a way for you to do your industry thing without giving them any more of your body butt. You may lose a couple coins, but you'll still be rich, rich. But that's the nature of the beast. What more do you want? Do you want the coin, or do you want your integrity? Because you can't have both. And that, you guys, is the unfortunate truth that even I am here to say. You cannot. You cannot have both. You cannot be a young 20-something-year-old black man who got rich off of streaming. If you got rich off of a skill or something that you actually work towards, that's different. You make your own rules because you made your own wealth. But when you get a contract to stream for somebody or work for some entity and they pay you millions and millions of dollars, you can't have both. You can't have your integrity and be a highly paid influencer because they want you to influence. So whatever it is that they want to influence is what they will be demanding you start doing. And if that goes against your integrity, now you signed a contract. So now you're going to get sued. You're going to lose your gig. You're going to get sued. You're never going to work again, but your butthole is nice and tight. I can see how some of them are weighing out the pros and cons. So I don't even judge them. I'm just saying, you can't have both. Has Kai Cenat had to do any stepping into the dark side in order to get to his current position? I attract trolls like no other. I don't know what I've done to YouTube. I literally am one of the smaller people on YouTube. How do trolls even know I exist? When all of my subscribers was telling me you should get on TikTok, I avoided it so much because I hate social media and I definitely hate TikTok. I don't have one. But I was like, all right, my subscribers want me to get on there. So I started uploading the little clips from here. I only got up to 6. I didn't even have a full page yet. Permanently banned. So I don't know where people find me, how they find me, because I'm so unknown. I don't have any visibility, and I'll actually enjoy it that way. I appreciate getting more subscribers, but the more I do, the more nervous I get. Not scared nervous, but I got to increase my protection work. More people see me. The visibility, I like to maintain, and I like to stay in the shadows and in the background because that's where I get to be me without anybody trying to attack me for it. But when I'm in the public, I just make enemies and I just be trying to be myself. Trying to spread love. All right. One card, Spirit. You love black girls? So do I. Has Kai had to sell himself out a little bit to get where he's gotten? So do you, Goose on the Loose? I guess we all like black girls up in here. Message to the black women, if y'all on social media and they trying to tell y'all people don't like y'all, come to my chat. They say they love them up in here. I do, they do, we do. If he didn't, if he did not, he wouldn't be Kai Cenat. Did he recently get an award? What was his recent accomplishment? Did he recently get an award from maybe an award show? Let me see if Google will tell me. Let me see. Hi. He did, JD? Cenat. Because this is my award ceremony card. Cenat Award 2024. Okay, let's see. Streamer of the... This is my award show card. He would have been kicked out, exiled out, and not awarded had he not. So let's see. All right, Spirit, before I go, in what way? What did he have to do? What did he have to give of himself to be awarded, rewarded? I know it ain't easy to get that. I know it ain't. Hey, Fly God. We're about to get up out of here and go over to the members live. I told my subscribers of the membership to think about somebody who we're going to bring up from the underworld today. We need to do a seance on Beyonce Edges after Aaliyah's seance last week. Because Aaliyah snatched them. I wouldn't have read my coven sistering down like that had I known Aaliyah was gonna get and use my vocal cords for that. I read them down, but not to filth. I read my coven sisters down, but not to filth. But Aaliyah snatched my vocal cords and said, I've been waiting in the afterworld to say these things. Whitney Houston or Michael Jackson. I've read Whitney Houston on this channel before, and if I read her, I ain't gonna be able to calm down for days. She has big Leo energy, and it keeps me hype. It's hard to calm down after reading Whitney. Michael, I read him too, but I read his situation. I didn't. All right, let me see. One card, Spirit. What did Kai Cenat do? What's the thing that he did that he would have never done if it wasn't for the money? Because that's what it means to sell your soul. Betty Wright Life, D. What you know? What you know about after the pain? And all that I still can't explain why I can still love you like I do, but I do, yes I do, yes. The spirit of Betty just came over me. Chadwick, oh, that's good. Took the wands. Took the wands once. Maybe went to a few parties. Took the wands. Upright. I can tell one of my one of my members said took the wand. Cece, you the second person that's done clocked me on Danye. Swimmingly already clocked me as soon as we started talking about some Danye. Y'all are so funny. I love how that stuck with y'all. I love how that stuck with y'all. Remember when we was talking about The guy, I was watching that video with Luesta, and they were talking about Michael Rubin meeting Lil Baby in the Bahamas with Drake. And I was like, what was they doing over there in the Bahamas? Michael Rubin, Lil Baby, Drake. Remember this card, y'all? This is my hoeing card when they be going out of town to hoe, to prostitute and to. When you see this, you ain't hoeing it in your community, in your town, because you don't want to get caught. You don't want nobody to know you hoeing. So you go out of town to hoe. That's what this means. In reverse, though, Kai might have hit the stroll real quick, but not stayed on it. Just, maybe. Another wand. Now that's a good one, JD. I think I will do that. I don't want to seance him though. No, I'm not gonna seance him. I'll read that situation, but I'm not gonna seance him. I'm not gonna pull him up the way I do everybody else. Three of Wands in reverse. Has he done this yet, Spirit? One card. Has he gave it up like they want him to yet? Because I actually saw something in here that was going to make me take back what I said. I was going to say, no, he hasn't given it up. He's literally running away from giving it up. But when I just asked, has he given it up? And I get the Chariot, success overall. This means winning and success by any means necessary. It doesn't necessarily have to be an emotionally fulfilling victory. This is, I had to fight brick by brick to get here. I had to lay by to get here. That's just what this means. The Chariot is success. This is a card of success. Absolutely. Come on. DDG, why y'all need to question that? DDG is thirsty. If they ain't calling, he knocking. DDG is the one knocking on their door. Y'all ain't gonna let me into the party? Y'all ain't gonna let me in? Let me into the locker room. DDG, he would sell Halo, probably, in my mind, in my opinion, to get in. You don't see him selling Halo now? All on the streams and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an easy cloak to hide behind, the cloak of good fatherhood. Holding up your baby like Summer Walker said in the camera all the time. If he had that baby by Ruby Rose, or whatever her name was, he wouldn't be if it wasn't that girl's baby, if it was just a regular girl's baby, no. He would not be on the day we arrived on my platform. I show Halo's face in the cam. There was more of it to be seen than can ever be seen. I got more views than I've ever been viewed. It's the circle of Halo, and he rules us all, giving me fame and clout until Haley goes. Yes. He is now that he's given birth to one. Of course, DDG is knocking on the door trying to get. DDG is just like, hey, my booty works. Mine's nice and tight. Yes, DDG is willing and able. Not in the shower every morning. Some of y'all ain't heard that since your childhood. Yes, hey Jay. I mean, didn't he come out later and say that that Corvette or whatever that Lambo was rented? He let y'all fight each other in the comments about him being a good dad and buying his car a son just to come out later and say no, it was rented. I have been on to DDG, and anybody who likes him, I feel like you might be slow because it doesn't take a lot of common sense to look at him and see that he is thirsty. He is thirsty. Yes, booty me down, booty me down. He is just like, so ain't nobody gonna ask for my bunkie? What's wrong with my bunkie? And DDG, nothing. It's not your bunkie, it's the thirst. Nobody wants something when they're dying to be had. He thirstier than me. He does look better without the locks, but I just see, oh, she's just so tender and green. She's just so tender and green. God bless her and her sister heart. I can't even, I got to get them the grandmotherly. God bless their hearts. They just so special. I don't get thirsty from Haley. I just get, oh, bless her little heart. Bless their hearts. Her and her sister. Bless their hearts. Mm-hmm. Just sweet girls. They just need their hearts blessed. They don't know no better. They don't know no better. They just real tender and green. Tender like they've been cooking on slow all day. No, this is Gothic Hippie, and she is in the chat. Tiara, you got another one in here. Where are you? This is the third person wanting to know about my lip. Suburbs and gospel music and vegan food. They seem like they just had a real vegan, wholesome life. A real vegan life. Anderson Cooper is following me, trying to follow me on Instagram. That has to be one of you guys. Not the Anderson Cooper that I'm thinking about. Bless him, Lord. That's how she ended up with DDG. Bless her heart. That's how. Just bless her. Don't ask, just bless her. JD, listen, you get to an age where if you say what's really on your mind, so you got to choose which type of shade that you want to give. And as you get older, you ain't got time to fight nobody. So you choose the bless them kind of shade versus the outward shade. Now I just shake my head and say, Lord, bless them. Because y'all like to fight. The younger generations, y'all like to fight too much. Especially if we even telling you something that you need to know. Y'all like to fight too much. So we just say, Lord, bless them. We can't tell you nothing. So just bless them. Them your kids. Lord, bless them. I told y'all in that reading, I said Chloe is the outcome in this reading with Berna. She in love. He ain't. And what happened? She was all googly-eyed and whatnot. And he was gallivanting with the next one. I told y'all. I told she wasn't no match for that man. You gotta be a big dog to lay somebody like Berna out. She should have called me. Chloe should have called me, and I would have told her, this what you do. If you want to run team on that African giant, because I done been up against the African giant, and I had to shift my wig. I wasn't ready for that. But I learned quick on my feet. But listen, there ain't no demon if you a demon slayer. I had a rough start with an Igbo slayer, but I caught on quick and I learned how to slay, okay? It's a way to do it. It's a way to do it. It's a way to, it's plenty of ways to skin cats and clean fish. No, Chloe didn't have no business with Berna. She was just supposed to get hit and go back home and enjoy it for what it was. She wasn't supposed to be making googly eyes with the man and falling all in love. Girl, men like that, you got to get on top of them, ride them into the sunset, and you got to be the one to leave them in the bed first. You got to leave them first. You got to get off of them, collect your things, kiss them on the forehead, and be like, all right, we'll talk later. I am the queen on purpose. I will give you your entire life. Get up, get my shit, kiss your ass on the forehead. I'll catch up with you later. We'll talk tomorrow. I'll be a little bit busy today. Gotta work. Then when tomorrow come, I hit you with that, hey, big head. Now you want me to come over for round two, but gotta work today. How's about next Saturday, though? Might be free next Saturday for a couple hours. Man. Burner next album would have been another sad love song. They call her the American Demon. The African American Demon Slayer. Chloe ain't been out in the field long enough to be able to. His only match was Steph London. Exactly. Yeah, cause you can't be all googly eyed. Even if you're on the inside and you feel that way. Never let them see you sweat, Chloe. Never let them see you sweat. Because the first thing an African man gonna do, or any man after they done laid it down, is beat their chest. Even if you lay me down, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up. I'm not gonna stay there. I'm not gonna stay there. I'm not gonna lay there so that you can stand over me beating your chest. No, 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 no. We both gonna be in there like this then. Oh, yeah, them Baylor girls, they just... I will find it. Let me find your message. I can't find it. If any of the mods in here can find Tiara's messages, can you pin it? All right. Questions, concerns before I head on out to my members. I hate to leave when I have so many people currently viewing me, so... Any questions about anything going on now? Not personal questions. JT called a mean girl again. Sukiana Shades, JT. I'm just looking at stuff I see on YouTube. Oh, you know what? Oh, did Gail King really go out of space? Okay, well, let's see. Chris Brown and Kay, I don't want to read them. I don't think they're back together, but if they are back together, I feel like good sex is going to be had between them, and I just want to let them enjoy it. Is Chloe heartbroken? Heartbreaking? Heartbroken? Maybe not. Embarrassed? Maybe so. I think Chris and Kay have good whoopee. I like to be paint on the wall. All right. Gail got out and kissed the ground. Funny how we know that our souls are going to leave Earth, but the idea of leaving Earth makes us want to stay here even more because she got out of that thing and kissed the ground. If anything, I'd have been like, y'all can drop me off up there. I'm sure the extraterrestrials like me. It's only humans that don't. Extraterrestrials like me. FYI. For the trolls and the haters in here, your spirits and your ancestors and stuff, they love me. It's just y'all who give me a hard time because you can't see my soul through my body, but it's pure. I'm sorry, I'm trying to cover up a little bit before the the virgin trolls get in here. The ones who ain't never seen nothing, ain't never seen a woman in all her glory. All right. Spirit, how did Gail feel about her space endeavor? I'm not calling it a trip outer or inner space. I'm just going to say her space endeavor. Wherever they went, whether it was to the corner store, whether it was underwater, or whether they were on a green screen. Hey, Miami. Hey, I'm a Lauderdale girl to the bone. They back. They say they went for like 10 minutes to the corner store. They just went to the corner store. That's all. All right, Spirit. How did Gail feel about her space endeavor today? Gail King, the only ninja on board. No, it had to be one. And Oprah said, hell to the no. Y'all can take the great value version of me. Gail, go on now. Take the great value version. I'm too expensive. If something happened to me, take her. Take my understudy. Go on, Gail. Oprah said, go on, Gail. Better go on. I don't know where they went, but I feel like these people were acting. Oh, it was another black woman? Doesn't matter. Sorry, Tiara, you might have more support if this wasn't my live, but because YouTube hates me, then I'm sorry. This isn't a normal chat. YouTube hates me, so I don't know. I don't know what I did. Does anybody know what I did? Have I ever insulted any of you guys? Or anything like that? Have I ever insulted YouTube? I literally include them in my prayer. Anyways, I don't know where they went, but they ain't go where they said they went. She ain't seem to care. This ain't nobody that's scared. This card is called apathy. Apathy. Okay? Seems as though it needed to be done, though. This was something rolled out by the elite. It's like they were given a pep talk. Everybody on board had a role to play, it seemed. But why, though? This is coming up from the elite families. I ain't talking about billionaires, Jay-Z and Musk. I'm talking about the elite families. Elite and ancient bloodline families. They're responsible for this foolishness. I believe Gail was acting. I don't believe her reaction was true. People who went missing at Indeed job interviews. Okay. What? I don't know what that is. Who went missing from going on Indeed interviews? All right, why was she the Four of Cups? Why was there apathy? In Atlanta, somebody, okay, I didn't know about that. Four of Cups. This is a charade. This is a charade. But I don't think Gail had the option. I feel like Gail was forced to participate in this. This is a charade that they have to keep going or keep up with. This also seems like Elon is involved in this in some experimental way. I know that Elon wants to make sure that we conquer space. And they all end up missing. Huh. Now who's dead? I see some sort of experimentation here. I see funneling money through the economy via Trump. Elon wants to die on Mars. Again, we're back at Elon and his desire to die on Mars. I was actually on Instagram today and I follow a lot of entrepreneurial startup pages like that. And they do a lot of interviews of entrepreneurs, business people, tech startup people. So I'm always seeing quotes and stuff from Elon on my Instagram. And today I saw an interview that he did where again he was talking about his desire for for humanity or for the US to have a home base on Mars, for humans to live on Mars. And he also mentioned something else about the spark of flame. He mentioned our souls are like a spark, a flame, a small flame in a void. And he mentioned never wanting that flame to go out. Again, Elon's desire is to evade death. Everything he's doing, even with all of his money, all of his technology, and his space exploration, is to evade the cycle of death that we go through as human beings on Earth. To get out of Earth, we cannot be alive. Obviously, you know that you can't survive underwater or if there is a space. You can't survive there in your human body at the lowest depths of the sea, nor can you do so if there's a space up in space. That should tell us that our human bodies can't leave this earth realm. Only our souls can. Elon seems to be trying to evade death. He doesn't want to die. And if he's on Mars, he feels like he won't go through death. He can be immortal. That is his goal. That's his mission. Forget every other thing that we see on the news, all of that stuff. If you understand what a person's root motivation is, it doesn't matter the charades that goes on in the media. This man's end goal with his money, his resources, is to get out of space and live on Mars. He said it multiple times out of his own mouth. And that's not necessarily crazy. Crazy people are the innovators. But there is a crazy that attempts to break or go against universal law. That's crazy. But I think doing anything within universal law is acceptable, without or natural law, and as long as it does no harm to humanity, be as innovative as you want. Explore. The world is ours to explore, but the motivation behind the exploration becomes the issue. Is that supposed to be an insult, sip and brew? Just curious, was that an insult? Um, all right, we're gonna get up out of here. I'm going to head on over to my members because, oh wait, aliens took Gail and them, and clones or shapeshifters came back in their place. Let me read Gail really quick, and then I'm ending this. Spirit, what is the energy currently surrounding Gail King? Elon is human. I don't know if he has fully human components, though. I believe that he has um, messed with himself with the technology, with his AI. And anytime I say I believe, I say that to protect myself legally, because someone left a comment on one of my old videos and was like, psychics don't say I think or I believe. They said something like that, like real psychics don't say I think or I believe. And then I just exiled that person from my page. But if you guys hear me say that, I have to legally protect myself, obviously. Oh no, Papa is right there. I don't need, Papa is in me. Papa is in me. Ain't worrying about these people. I'm just gonna get off so that they don't bother you guys, because they don't bother me. They bother you guys. And so that's why I'm gonna get off, so they don't disturb your viewing experience. Spirit, please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Gail King. Once I did a reading on the trolls that I receive, they can never bother me again now that I know what I know about them. And I ain't gonna say it, YouTube. You know I love y'all trolls. I ain't gonna say it no more for y'all snatch my whole platform. Spirit, what is the current energy surrounding Gail King today? She just came back from an alleged space trip. What is currently going on in Gail King's energy, Spirit? Keep my tatas hidden. Okay, because clearly, we're 12 in here. Me showing my cleavage is my monthly charity, okay? It's the most some of y'all done seen in a long time. So let me do my charity for the good sis Venus. This is my charity. What is the current energy surrounding Gail King? Well, she just got paid. Everybody in Hollywood getting this. Kai had to do something to get something. Gail. Everybody's on the job. Everybody's working. This card came out for Kai because in order to get the preferential treatment over other streamers, he has to give something. In order for Gail to live this lifestyle off of the back of her friend, she has to be an employee to the elites and the agendas. This card tells me that Gail is a paid employee of the agenda of the elites. She got her TV career from her friend Oprah. So one could say that if there was no Oprah, maybe we wouldn't have a Gail in mainstream media. She has talent, but Oprah brought her in and cemented her. And so since you benefit, from us, you also have to work for our agendas. All of these people are employees. This wasn't an exploration. This was a production, so to speak. I think in the past, she was nervous about it because she didn't know what to expect from whatever facilities they had to be in. So we don't see the process that they go through before, nor do we see the process that they go through afterwards. There is something, somebody mentioned cloning. I don't know if it's cloning, but there's something technological about the prep in the past that they had to go through. Maybe they've been altered already. I don't like to say clones because it gives off the mental image of like the old school version, and I know that technology has advanced so far. I like to say altered. They've been altered. AI has altered them in some way. The world card. Now, this would be space in the near future. So, in the near future, we can expect to hear Gail and the ladies discuss what their experience in space was like. Crowning, though, lies in fallacies. It's a charming story, very charming, very imaginative. But is it true? It's half true. It's swords here, swords here. I see testing, I see technology, I see some sort of procedure. I can hear the from like if you were hooked up to an IV or something, I can hear that in my mouth. Procedures or something. Technology. Imagine utilizing human technology to open up portals. Open up portals. And when I say human technology, I just mean our biology to open up portals, to communicate. They're using human biology for something technological wise, and it's not just AI like that. I don't have Cash App. I have Zelle, PayPal, Apple Pay, Venmo. And I think the links are on my page. Um, no, it's not. I don't think it's possible like that. If it is possible, it's not safe. I see some kind of other testing done on them. I hear the words human biology like they're trying to collect or use human biology. Now, humans are the prototype for AI. We were used to create all the AI conveniences that we have today, and now they are trying to phase us out and replace us with the same technology that they used us for. This feels something like that. They're continuing to use humans to fuel technology. This ties into it in some way. I don't believe Gail had a choice either. This makes me feel like the elite are dying out. I mean ancient elites. These are families whose names we've probably never heard of, people we've never seen before, riches and wealth that we've never heard be accounted for. These people are totally behind the scenes. Seems like they're dying out currently. It seems like the rush to space or space technology or whatever they're calling it is to beat death. They're dying out. The elite are dying. And they're trying to find a way into immortality. Drinking of the bodily fluids from victims doesn't do it. And all the other means of prolonging life don't do it. As long as they are on Earth, they feel like they're going to be subject to death, and they will. They're looking for something like the Holy Grail within the human. I don't believe that what they're looking for, this Holy Grail, is an object, nor the Ark of the Covenant that they're looking for. There might have been one in the ancient days built to symbolize something energetic or personal. What they're looking for, their Holy Grail, their fountain of youth, their Ark of the Covenant, I believe it has something to do with the human being. Something that'll like using us as an energy conductor, even though we are using us to open portals or something. Something that they're looking for is in us. And it relates to natural law, like cycles of death and evading them and things like that. There's something within us. But the elite seems like they're dying out. The elite families. The Chariot in reverse, wherever they said they traveled to, I don't think they did. The Chariot is a vehicle, but it's in reverse. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Hopes and fears, they ain't go nowhere. This is in Gail's hopes and fears. Nothing, because she ain't go nowhere. Three of Swords as the outcome, though. Gail, I don't know. I don't know what that means for you. Seems like some man will throw Gail to the wolves in order to protect a secret. Probably the secret of this trip. Gail, you got some problems in your future coming from a male. Could be Elon. But you got some problems in your future, especially if you start discussing the trip and you say one little wrong thing, near future of the world. It's almost like securing interviews for information about this trip. Gail isn't pro-Trump. I see Gail getting into it with Trump somehow, if not directly, by proximity in the future. I see Gail getting into it with Trump or Elon or their agenda. Gail in the future could also be one celebrity who's exposed, thrown to the wolves. Maybe. She's got some trouble a brewing, a Three of Swords type of trouble. Maybe when Diddy's trial comes out, her name might be brought up. Trump, she's gonna have it seems like there's something, a judgment that celebrities are trying to get out of. Like they're trying to hide something, and I'm talking about celebrities. Something legal, maybe involving Diddy, because Diddy has a lot of teeth. There's something that celebrities didn't want to come out that just may come out. I think it has something to do with Diddy or them trying to put Trump in jail, trumping charges. Nevertheless, Gail, your outcome is that you seem to be disposable to the agenda. They use you when they need you, and then they throw you to the side when they don't. They seem to have gotten what they needed from you. Moving forward, you may have some trouble with the current administration. All right, it's 8 o'clock. I'm heading over to my membership channel. Thank you guys for joining me here. Love you. Have a blessed week. And see you on Wednesday.